Focused on getting students excited about aviation, space, and STEM subjects, the Patriots Jet Team Foundation is an all-volunteer nonprofit. Here to discuss more about their programs is the Executive Director, Don Paiva. Don, thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, Olivia. It's just great to be here.
Yeah, really excited to talk about the Patriots Jet Team Foundation.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear those two together in a sentence, right? Patriots and Jets. So funny. But when it comes to the foundation, can you kind of give us an overall view of who you are and what you guys do?
Oh, yes. I mean, again, thank you for letting us share with your viewers who we are. We're as you said, an all-volunteer nonprofit. So that means all of our funding goes directly to our programs. And our programs are all about getting the students excited, not only about aviation. When people think about the jet team, they think about aviation, but also space and STEM. And not only the technical subject matter, but also careers. What are the career pathways? How can we, as a foundation, help the students get from where they're at to where they want to be, their career aspirations, and also set new career aspirations for them that they may never thought about.
That's so amazing too, especially when it comes to, like you said, STEM subjects, aviation, which is largely, I think, misunderstood. A lot of people probably don't understand some of these things. So to be able to offer programs that offer you education within those departments is amazing. So let's talk about some of the programs that you guys do offer. What are they?
Yeah, we really focus on delivering our mission, which I shared with you, through really 4 areas. We go out into the schools through school outreach programs. We also have a learning center. It's 10,000 square feet at Byron Airport with state-of-the-art simulator center. We do a lot of aviation activities there, but also community events. We'll be at an air show, but we'll be a lead with the STEM or career days. We'll go as far south as Lemoore Naval Air Station, to Travis, to other events. And that's just to bring that out to the community of, hey, you know, look what you can do as far as aviation and STEM, and as well as space. And then the final is really around educational support. We have not only college engineering scholarships, but also aviation scholarships. So we help not only shape a pathway for them, but also we can provide some financial support, especially in our area. We're primarily in the East Bay and Central Valley. We work with about students from about 30 schools, and that can be middle schools, high schools. But we also, again, through those scholarships, offer some financial support.
That's really incredible too, because like you said, nobody should be discounted from any kind of program, especially when it comes to education. So amazing things that you guys are doing there for the students to be able to access some of these programs. But what do you overall hope that the students take away from these programs? Yeah,
I think it's a combination of not only, as I said, the technicals and the interest in it, but we also want to promote the softer skills, the life skills, the leadership, the commitment to purpose, as well as the collaboration, but more importantly, the giving back, whether it be with us or with another organization in the community, and it could be now or into the future, because what we're offering are free programs that are being supported through our generous donors. So we want them to really value that, but also give back. So, you know, not only through the technicals, but also kind of those life skills is what we're trying to promote.
Yeah, and life skills are really important, especially for the kids too.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, to your earlier point is what we're trying to instill in them is this aha moment of, they may not be aware of what's out there, and they could do something. And I think what's really interesting is, and a litmus to our program is, we're about 10 years as an organization with our programs, and now we have our alumni. They're roughly 25, 26 coming back and helping support what we're doing. On the aviation side, for example, we have a student now that he's a young man, more than a young man, but he just got his first captain's bid on a 777, flying a Boeing 777. Another is a first officer in 747. Another has just got hired by Delta. And we've got similar examples on the engineering and the STEM side. So to us, that keeps us motivated. And that's what, when you think about what we're trying to do, is open the eyes of some of the students that may not have had this on their radar screen or may not think there's an opportunity for them. Especially like young women. I mean, if you look at the aviation industry, maybe 10% on average. If you look at our last introduction to aviation class, we had about 40% young women in there.
Wow, that's amazing.
Our scholarship program, I think our last, we had 30%, which is really trying to promote that anyone can do anything they want. They just need some guidance. And what we try to do is provide those roadmaps for them, and the volunteers provide the mentorship.
Oh my goodness, you guys are just doing some incredible things. So definitely raising the population in terms of more women getting into aviation and these subjects. Kudos to you guys. I just love that you guys are really honing in on those important issues. And you kind of already answered the question, but I'd like to go a little bit more in details. You mentioned how some former students are now getting bids to be captains and work for Delta and all these amazing things. But what else have you seen from the students in reaction to some of these programs?
Yeah, I think it's some of the softer skills. As we talk about the life skills, you're seeing them be successful. And to be successful, you can be bright, but you need to be collaborative with your peers. And, you know, we talk about those that have been quite successful. Those who have been successful in the programs, we actually bring them back as student instructors so they can teach their peers. So we're teaching them those type of skills early on in their career. So we're seeing that as they progress, whether it be to college or to you know, flight academies and then flying other flying aircraft. But what is so excited is to see them come back. I mean, we had one student that it just was commissioned in U.S. Navy and came back during the summer. There was a little queue in the flight training. Spent the summer with us being an instructor. Now is in Pensacola, just graduated from his basic. Actually, is top 15%. So he's on the honors list now, is in line to fly a jet. So that is what's, again, really interesting in seeing those students that have come through. They saw the opportunity and it resonated with them, that giving back. And they come back and they're excited about it. The students are excited to see them. That here is, and they'll say, I was in your seat, you know, when I was 15 or 16 years old.
Oh my gosh, so full circle moments for so many people, both with the teachers and the students. Well, this is amazing, Don. How can people get involved if they'd like to learn more or participate in some of these programs?
Our most valuable resource are volunteers. You know, we've been blessed with funding, so it's really getting people involved. They can go out to our website, which is www.pjtf.org, and they can learn more about who we are. If they have students or say children, they can look at what our activities are. If they want to volunteer, they can learn how to volunteer. If they want to donate, they can donate as well.
Amazing.
So it covers all the bases.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you for...
Of course.